The following is a YouTube-based audio production, brought to you by J.E. Realize. Well, I made this a series for a while, but a series focusing solely on anime? What have I become? As you know from a previous video, I don't generally watch anime. Even though I've tried watching anime and tried getting recommendations from the now-defunct Portville College Otaku Club, I just simply couldn't get past the barrier of entry. As a result, most anime I've watched in my lifetime were English-dubbed imports meant for kids. You know, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Digimon, all that stuff. Not even Naruto, not even Dragon Ball Z, not even One Piece. I guarantee you, I've watched more episodes of King of the Hill and Cory in the House combined than I've watched subbed episodes of any anime except for maybe JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And that's only because my anime woke brother spoon-fed me that stuff. But yeah, I have a bucket list. Here's 10 entries. Let's anger those weeps. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. All I know about this show for sure was this is one of those shows that relaunched an anime series because the old one had filler. Ah, filler, the nemesis of the hardcore anime fan. Sometimes it's there to give the higher-ups more episodes to shove down the throats of the viewers. Sometimes it's there to give the manga writers more time to finish their chapters and continue the series. Either way, many fans agree that filler episodes did not fit into the show and were ignored in the grand scheme of things. The recommendation? For a complete and concise telling of the story in the television format, watch this. I mean, the premise is okay. Sure, why not? But of course, even if I wanted to watch it, I don't know how. This will be a running theme through most of these shows, so I'll save my breath of repeating myself throughout this list. You have been warned. Madoka Magicka. Besides my stunt with Sailor Moon in the 90s, I seem to have not touched any other magical girl anime throughout my life. Which doesn't count. This is one of the few magical girl anime, though, that I'm a bit interested in. A magical girl story gone rogue. It doesn't seem too bad an idea, if a bit heart-wrenching. The one thing that's stopping me from watching it is that I'm a mid-20s adult male living in the United States of America. Normally, while watching any type of anime with those classifications would get me looks of disdain from God-fearing Americans. Due to the demographic of this show, those looks of disdain turn into verbal chastising. And I am in no way ready for that. Hard pass. High School of the Dead. There was a brief period after Sword Art Online and Attack on Titan came out and became smash hits, where people living in the United States who were into anime wondered what would next hit the US anime mainstream. For me at least, I thought it was this show. Admittedly, I thought the plot and story was ridiculous, but stranger things have happened. And so has Stranger Things. Remind me to put that on the future list. But alas, it wasn't meant to be, and the anime faded into obscurity after maybe a year. Kill la Kill. I know what you're thinking, but the main reason I wanted to watch this show wasn't that. I told you of a concept for a YouTube series where I wanted to review the shows with the weird premises. It only got 2 episodes, but one of the shows I would have eventually covered was this one. I mean, seriously, the premise. The flippin' premise. But getting back to the point, besides putting that show and my reaction into the limelight, it would have stirred my creative juices for a similar show idea I had. And no, this does not have scantily clad girls in it. I'm not that sick. How did that get there? Let's just throw that out. That's better. Death Note. I just had to talk about this one. I mean, I even have this cosplay notebook. Yes, I know about the series. I know about Light and L and the Shinigami and the Wild Goose Chase and of course the ending. I know basically the entire story. From the manga. Yes, I read all 12 volumes of the manga series, including the behind-the-scenes 13th volume, and have yet to touch the anime series. This is the only anime where I didn't watch any of it, yet read all volumes of the manga. I wish I was kidding. That's how it is. Also, I stand Light because I don't want to die. Powerpuff Girl Z. Okay, this is an interesting one. This isn't something completely the property of Japanese creators. You know that. But it exists. Seems delusional to think this is the start of better US-Japan relations, but you take what you can get. I'll comment nothing more on this. Let's move on to... Damn it, what the hell? I'm getting sick of this! Let me go call my doctor. Assassination Classroom. Just what is this? The whole story revolves around this creature that plans to wipe out the human race unless he is killed in time, and is teaching his students how to do it, and actually wants to die despite willingly planning to kill the human race? Just goes to show how much we screwed up Japan. Judging by the premise, I think it's some sort of smart guy anime, where you have to be smart enough to understand what's going on, much less figure out what the solution is. Part of me feels like this will be like The Hunger Games. Part of me feels like this will be like Death Note. I'm just too nervous to try this. It seems like an intoxicating concoction. Fairy Tail. And now for the obligatory fiddler moment. Wait, wrong fairy tale. And now for the obligatory Albanian Eurovision entry. Wait, hold on. To be honest, I don't know much about this show. All I know is it seems like a grand old adventure, and a classic to anime fans. It's common, but maybe that's what would make it appealing as an entry-level show. We'll see. Cardcaptor Sakura. Now for this entry, I didn't put this on my list because I wanted to watch it. This entry is here only because of a special circumstance. One time when I visited an anime convention, as you do, I saw this one trinket that looked awfully familiar. It would turn out that this was the head of the wand used in the show. However, the reason why it looked so striking was because the original head of Star Butterfly's wand from Star vs. the Forces of Evil looked strikingly like this one. Why is no one suing? Not that I would like Darren FC sued or anything, but you know those types that get riled up about anything. This is a prime cut of beef right here. I guarantee you someone will finally make the connection and Star vs. will get canned before Season 4 is released. Then, and only then, will Disney have an excuse to not make Star a Disney princess. One more thing before I end this video. It depresses me to see how lopsided imported media consumption is across the Pacific. Here in America, I see and hear of a lot of people enjoying Japanese imported content, but I hear next to nothing about Japanese consuming Western content. I get it's a culture and national pride thing, but dang, no wonder America's losing world power status. That and the pandemic, but you already knew that. Anyway, this is J.E. Realize. Do the feedback thing, like, comment, subscribe, or dislike. That last comment may have riled up the darkest reaches of the internet right there. Follow me on Twitter at J.E. Realize. I'll see you next time, and there will be This concludes our YouTube-based audio production. I hope you enjoy, and I wish you farewell.